What does ontology imply about our significance in eternity? The philosophical acceptance of a causative force, or God, being omnipresent would imply our existence lies within the universe, which in turn lies within this causative force. To put it another way, omnipresence implies we, you and I, are a part of the causative force. Having the possibility of being eternal would force us into thinking about the connection our present state of existence has with our next state of existence, the afterlife. This in turn would create a need to elevate our behavior in this present state of being. This need to elevate behavior may come out of fear, concern, or understanding of how our actions may affect our eternal state of being. Humanity, individual humans, have always risen to a challenge. If we set our purpose for existence high, we will rise to the occasion. What of eternity? If we are to move from here to there, from life to eternity, we would carry with us what we know. What do we want to take with us into eternity? Do we want to take the perception that we have no significance in eternity, or do we want to take the perception that we have great significance? Nobody would dispute that we have some form of potential as individuals and as a species. Lowly goals elicit lowly behavior. This lowly behavior is simply the confusion generated from having no direction towards which to direct one's energy, since one has already attained one's goals. If, on the other hand, one sets goals that are slightly beyond reach, the energy one has will never lack direction. This is not to say all goals should be of such a nature, for such action undoubtedly would generate defeatism. But the loftier goals, the ultimate goals, the understanding of our connection and significance to eternity and God needs to be lofty enough so that all individuals, human or otherwise, cannot ever attain it in total, for they will assume they have the right to control all others that have not attained it. Refusing to accept our significance to eternity leaves us where we are. Is that so bad? Perhaps we could better answer that question if we would put ourselves in the position of other life forms in the heavens, looking in our direction in order to see what type of neighbors we would make. What does ontology imply about our relationship to the causative force? Understanding the logic behind a causative force, or God, would strengthen our religion's faiths and our confidence in our scientific observations. We have always had some doubt about our faiths. This is understandable, for they are not something we can prove. If they were provable, then we would not have to believe through faith. There would not be religions. Being unprovable is not to say that they are not correct, quite the contrary. What it does say is that we as individuals have the ability to sense what is right and what is wrong, and not just in terms of behavior, but in terms of what exists. We have not denied our ability to do so, and as such, we have formed religions and lived by their doctrines. In other words, we have had faith in our ability to sense things we cannot see or prove. Science also has had its problems of faith in itself. Cosmology is beginning to take seriously the idea that the universe began with an explosion and is expanding. This presents the problem of what happens when it expands so far out that no star is near another. What happens when the stars burn out? But this is not the most perplexing problem science has. Their most perplexing problem now appears to be what happens when the expansion reverses itself and we begin to contract into what we were before the explosion. Science, like religion, is patient, but it too has its doubters. Logic, a philosophical understanding of a causative force, would definitely help bolster this confidence in both regarding their understanding of our relationship with the causative force. An understanding of the causative force would undoubtedly provide reassurances to both religion and science. This would provide reassurances to all of us as individuals and as a species as well. This understanding could, if we wanted it to, connect us logically to a causative force. Our connection to a causative force would force us into a strengthened mode of positive behavior, a less abusive form of behavior towards each other, whether in word or deed, defining a significant relationship with, rather than to, a causative force would bring us toward potentially less abusive behavior in regards to other life forms in the universe, including ourselves.